benefit out of the session. So please confirm, are you GATE 2027 DA aspirant specifically? Because today we are going to talk about the exact particular details about the GATE DA syllabus. Okay, awesome. So friends, I welcome you all once again. My name is Aditya Jain and I welcome you all on behalf of the entire team. And today we are going to share some insights on what should be the syllabus breakdown for you. Okay, because again you are preparing for GATE 2027, and what should be the preparation strategy. Because if you honestly ask me for GATE 2026, I don't have much of a strategy now. Okay, because as you know that the time is almost over for creating a new strategy. Okay, now you can follow the existing strategy or you can continue with your preparation, but coming up with a new strategy is quite impossible at this stage for GATE 2026. So specifically we are talking about GATE 2027 year. Okay, and specifically this is for the ones who are joining us and who are actually preparing for GATE along with their job or their college. Okay, so basically if you are not preparing for GATE full time, okay, that's the basic definition for today. Okay, either you have job, either you have other commitments, either you have college, something along with GATE. Okay, now you might ask me, sir, why are you here, why are you talking about this? Okay, can you relate to us? Do you know what hectic schedule we have? Okay, so you might have many such questions. So let me tell you guys that I myself have given my GATE exam in the final year of college. Okay, so during my time, okay, there didn't used to be third year allowance for GATE exam. Okay, the minimum bare requirement was that you should be a fourth year student. So I prepared for GATE exam along with managing my placements, along with managing the assignments and the homework and the projects, and along with the college studies. And guess what? I have secured All India rank 60 in GATE computer science among around 1 lakh students. Okay, and I know that it's not of a big deal. Okay, because anyone can crack GATE, but let me tell you that cracking it with either job or college is a very big deal. Okay, so that's why I'm going to share some insights about what helped me. Okay, what helped me get a GATE rank within under 100. Okay, so I'm going to share whatever insights I can in this very knowledgeable session. I would suggest you to take a pen and paper and make notes along the session so that you can make the best out of it. Okay, so can we have a quick yes if you all are super duper ready and excited, because I'm going to share lots and lots of important points today. Can I have a quick show of yes, everyone? Okay, awesome. So let me first quickly clarify, okay, why I would be the person to help you. Okay, so as I mentioned that I was also a final year student. Okay, in final year, okay, I'm talking about me. Okay, so this is just to help you get motivation that you can also do many things along with your college exams. Okay, so in the final year, I secured All India rank 60 in the very first attempt. Okay, and with this I also became the city topper. Okay, I was also the city topper. That means I scored the maximum possible rank, the highest rank from my city, which is Nagpur city. Okay, there were lots of people who appeared for GATE here. The interesting thing is that my marks were 77.33 out of 100. Okay, and more interesting than this, okay, my negative marking was only minus 0.66 in the entire GATE paper. Okay, so this is the aspect which I'm going to focus a lot on today, about negative marking. In order to reduce negative marking, you need to be very, very accurate. You need to have a very high accuracy. Okay, so whatever information I'm going to share today, it is going to be for the top 100 rankers only. Okay, I'm not going to talk about how you can qualify for GATE DA or how you can score 5,000 rank in GATE DA. No, I am going to share the strategy and I'm going to share all the knowledge specifically for the ones who are targeting under 100 rank or under or basically a 2-digit rank or a 1-digit rank. Okay, how many of you are targeting that? Can I have a quick show of yes? how many people do we have here who are here to get all India rank under 100 in GATE 2027 DA? Okay, who are not targeting just qualification, or who are not targeting just somehow clearing the exam. Okay, because if you want to somehow clear the exam, you just need to study 2-3 months. Okay, and you will somehow clear the exam. Okay, but if you are joining in October 2025 for GATE 2027, then I guess that you are here for under 100 rank. Okay, awesome. So this is a background, and guys, I was the only student from the entire batch who secured an internship at Amazon. Okay, I was selected at Amazon during my BTech. So what I'm trying to tell you is the strategy that I'm going to share is with the job or college. So I did all of this along with my college, and so can you. Okay, so let's quickly start with the first, the syllabus and weightage of it. Okay, so these are some insights that we have brought for you. So okay, so that you can get some data driven decision out of it. Okay, let me highlight some important points. If you observe in GATE DA 2025, which is this year's GATE DA paper, okay, this is the tentative subject wise weightage. Okay, please have a look. You can look at this later, but please have a look here and share some insights that you can. Everyone share some insights. What do you see from this table? Okay, so if I ask you, what was the total weightage of maths? What was the total weightage of maths in GATE 2025 DA? Can you just quickly calculate and tell me? Maths total. Come on, let's do some addition. What all contributes to maths? Probability statistics, linear algebra, calculus and optimization. Okay. 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 What does this total comes to? 16 plus 10 plus 8. 16 plus 8 is what? 16 plus 8 is 24. 24 plus 10, 34. Okay. Now, as you can see, we have AI, ML, and there is a lots of maths which is involved in AI and ML as well. Okay, but here you can have a 34 as the total. Okay. So if you see, almost 34% is from your maths only. So this is the first observation, that we need to focus a lot on the maths. And if you are targeting to score a rank in GATE DA, your mathematical concepts need to be very strong, or if not strong, you should be ready to put in the efforts in maths. Do you all agree with me? So 34% is like the qualification marks. Okay, within this, if you check, aptitude also have a lots of maths, your AI and ML also have a lots of maths. Okay, so all of these, the circled ones, okay, have some elements of maths in it. Okay, so you can see almost more than 50% of the paper is mathematical. I hope you agree with me. Okay, and I know these subjects from very in depth, and I will tell you that even 15 to 20% of this is also mathematical. Your algorithms is very very mathematical. Okay, so as you can see, net there is a huge percentage of maths involved in your GATE DA. Okay, one very important observation, that your programming, data structures and algorithms, this remains quite common in your CS and DA syllabus. Okay, although your programming is Python programming and in CS it is C programming, but if you focus on the net idea, okay, this is going to be very crucial if you are targeting for GATE CS as well as DA. Okay, okay, and this is core coding related. Okay, this is your DSA, which gets asked in your interviews as well. So my second point of focus would be that you need to focus a lot on programming and coding, programming and algorithms. Okay, data structures and algorithms. Okay, because this forms the major part or almost 85% of your GATE syllabus. Okay, then you have database management and warehousing, which is like a very separate subject altogether. Okay, yeah. Coming back to your GATE 2024. Okay, here if you look at the maths part, it is probability and statistics. As you can see, there is a huge pattern we can observe here. 16 marks in 2025, 16 marks in 2024. Linear algebra 10 marks here, linear algebra 10 marks here. Okay, then we have calculus and optimization, okay. I am speaking from the data I have. Okay, this is as per the data I have. You can go and validate this data once. Okay, then we have artificial intelligence, we have machine learning. Okay, so almost the pattern is quite similar. Okay, the pattern is quite similar. Okay, although I remember that there was a lot of more weightage of maths in GATE 2025 DA, but yeah, it looks like it was 34. As per my intuition, as per my what I remember, it was around 40 to 43% of the maths. Okay, so you can double check on that. Perfect. So that's why I will first start with your probability and statistics. Okay, so here I am just going to give you a glimpse of the entire syllabus. Okay, you can just have a look. Okay, there's no point reading it out loud. You can just quickly have a look at this entire syllabus for probability and statistics. Okay, so I would say net till here, it forms your probability, okay, measure of probability, and I would say here onwards it's mostly focused on your statistics. Okay, again, lots of things are common. Okay, lots of things are in common. Okay, so in short, if I talk about it, okay, you need to be very clear with probability distributions. Okay, uniform, exponential, Poisson, normal, standard normal, t-distribution, chi-square distribution, cumulative distribution functions. Okay, you need to be very much clear with it, and you need to be very much clear with the concept of conditional probability. Okay, you need to be very much clear with the concept of conditional probability. Okay, because Bayes theorem and lots of other topics are dependent on that. These are very frequently asked topics, and this is your probability and statistics. If I talk about linear algebra, quickly have a look. Okay, so it is almost everything around metrics. The ones who are good at coding will be very much happy about this topic. I'm just a bit side here so that you can maybe take the screenshot if you want. You can read it out loud. So what am I doing? I am explaining you the entire syllabus here. Okay, because without having clarity about the syllabus, it would be wrong to proceed with the preparation. Okay, okay, so let me highlight some very important point here. Okay, first of all, eigenvalues and eigenvectors. First of all, every topic is important. Okay, because I am talking about under 100 rankers here. So for 100 rankers, everything is equally important, but I'm just focusing on few important points which I believe. Okay, so the types of matrices, okay, the types of metrics are very important for you. Okay, and this is the concept of SVD, okay, which will be required in almost every concept of linear algebra. You will require these concepts. Okay, and let me tell you, this has a very strong correlation with your ML. Okay, machine learning will use these concepts a lot. So having clarity about this is very crucial for your ML, for the base of ML. Okay, coming to calculus and optimization, let me tell you, the syllabus might look very chotu. Okay, the syllabus might look as if it's very small, but it is quite in depth. Okay, it is still quite in depth because it has lots of, again it has lots of use cases in your ML. Okay, machine learning may we will use a lot wherever we will talk about optimization. Okay, we will try to optimize the loss function, like we will try to reduce down the loss. Okay, so for that we will actually be using these concepts. Okay, so functions for a single variable, limit, continuity, and differentiability. Okay, these are the basics of your calculus. Taylor series, maxima and minima, again this is for your optimization part, optimization involving a single variable. Okay, I need not tell you how important all of this is. Again I am repeating, this is just for maths. Okay, but it has a lot of correspondence and usage in ML. Okay, so your maths will form 30 to 40% if not more of ML. So indirectly maths is also helping you score marks in ML. Okay, so that's why I said that DA paper is mostly about maths. Okay, let's proceed. So programming data structures and algorithms. Okay, like this is very practical, I would say. Okay, it is very high scoring because the ones who are from CS background, okay, for them it would be very natural. And I take up these subjects, so I know that how useful these subjects are for your placements as well as your gate. Okay, kindly read it once. Kindly read it. If you want, you can take a screenshot as well. Feel free to take a screenshot. Okay, so if I talk about here, we have programming in Python. I told you, because for machine learning, Python is the most important programming language. R is also very important programming, but Python is more. Basic data structures like stacks, queues, linked lists, trees, hash tables, search algorithms like linear search, binary search, basic sorting algorithms like selection, bubble, insertion, divide and conquer based sorting like merge sort, quick sort, an introduction to graph theory, which have basic graph algorithms, traversals, and shortest paths. Okay, now the names are very small. Okay, so they have just mentioned shortest path here, but let me tell you, here comes the concept of single source shortest path, all pair shortest path. Within single source shortest path, you have again Dijkstra's algorithm, which I personally call as DJ-Bro algorithm, and we have your Bellman-Floyd algorithm. Here we have your Floyd-Warshall algorithm. Okay, then there are some bonus concepts like multi-stage graph, traveling salesman problem. Okay, so lots of things come under this topic. Okay, yeah, within traversals, your DFS, BFS comes into the picture, which again is very important element of your AI. Okay, so again this is an overlapping topic. BFS, DFS will help you in uninformed search of AI, so these are also in AI. Okay, there we covered. I'll talk about that. Okay, perfect. Then we have database management and warehousing. Okay, by the way, again here I have just written programming in Python, but don't underestimate it. It is quite a good of coding. Okay, and these basics of coding would help you in data structures and algorithm. So guys, are you following around with me? Because I am assuming that you are serious about your preparation. So are you with me? Are you taking down notes about whatever I am telling you? Can I have a quick yes? Okay, chalo, nice. My suggestion would be first cover maths. Okay, please first study maths, because if you first cover maths, then it will help you in machine learning, in algorithms, in almost aptitude as well. So first focus on maths and aptitude if you are a GATE DA syllabus, if you are a GATE DA aspirant. Okay, if I was if I was in place of you, I would start my preparation with maths, because then 50% of my preparation would be done with maths only. Okay, and it will help me with other subjects. So now we have database management and warehousing. Here we have ER model, relational algebra, tuple calculus, SQL, which is again very important. Okay, you can definitely expect 1 to 2 marks from SQL. Okay, please take a screenshot if you need. Okay, we have integrity constraints, normal form, again very important. Okay, file organization, indexing, data types, data transformation such as normalization, discretion, sampling, compression, data warehousing modeling, schema for multidimensional data models, concept hierarchies, measures like categorization and computations. Again, to be very honest with you, warehousing is not that of a big subject. Okay, it's very small subject, but the concepts are very useful. Okay, so please don't skip any topic. Okay, now we have a very large syllabus. Okay, so again, it's very important because the machine learning and AI forms the core part of your GATE DA syllabus. Okay, so kindly have a look at it. You can take the screenshot if you want. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Okay, so guys, see, from GATE DA syllabus perspective, machine learning and AI are separate. But to be very honest with you, if you go in industry, okay, AI is actually an extended part of ML for others. Okay, so I would not segregate ML and AI. I would say everything is data science. So these are again very important subjects even if you want to build your career in AI. Okay, many of you will say, sir, I want to get into AI, I will not study ML. Okay, this is a very wrong statement. Machine learning is the basis of AI, you can say. Okay, everything falls under the bucket of data science. Okay, especially when you are early in your career. So I have worked as a data scientist. I have upskilled almost 15,000 plus students and working professionals in the field of AI and ML. Okay, so I am telling all of this from my personal experience, guys. Okay, I have taken lots of interviews in AI ML as well to hire freshers. Okay, so supervised learning. Okay, so the two major categorization here are supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Okay, what is supervised learning? When you have a labeled data, okay, then you will make use of supervised learning. When you don't have a labeled data or unlabeled data, you will do unsupervised learning. What comes here? The most important topics are classification and regression. Okay, given images of cats and dogs, you have to categorize it as what is cat, what is dog, or you have to segregate the mail as whether it is a spam or a not spam. This is example of binary classifier. Okay, you can classify it to multiple classes as well. And you have regression, which is like from the given values you have to predict a value, like what are going to be the sales or what should be the selling price of a house. Okay, so this forms the basis of ML, classification and regression. Then the types, then you have the types like simple regression, multilinear regression, ridge regression, logistic regression, KNN. You might have heard of KNN, which is K nearest neighbors. Naive Bayes classifier, very important. Okay, linear discriminant analysis, LDA. Support vector machine, very important, SVM. All these are very math heavy topics. Okay, when you will study these topics, I'm not scaring you, but you will think as if you are studying maths. Okay, you will think as if you are not studying ML, you are studying maths. There is so much of maths involved here. Okay, decision trees, bias variance trade-off, cross validation such as leave one out, cross validation, k-fold cross validation, multi-layer perceptron. These forms the basis of your neural network side. Okay, feed forward neural network. Okay, why neural networks are important? Because ChatGPT that all of you use today is coming from the field of neural networks. Okay, it is transformer based architecture. In fact, I have done my masters, okay, in the field of NLP, natural language processing, which falls in the deep learning part. Okay, so I have actually worked on the transformer architecture, which is the backbone of your ChatGPT. The GPT, T stands for transformer. Okay, so very important. Then within unsupervised, we have clustering algorithms, k-means. Okay, and yeah, top down, bottom up, single linkage. You can read all of this. Okay, but one important part, PCA, which is principal component analysis. Okay, Again, very mathematical topic. Here you will have to come up with eigenvalues, eigenvectors. Okay, so remember I told you, that this has lots of use cases in ML, correct? So this is where it is used. Principal component analysis is very heavily dependent on your eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Okay, so I'm telling you almost everything that which you need to study where. Okay, then we have another very important topic, which is again the core of your ML and AI, which is gate DA. Okay, I am actually taking this subject as well for few batches. I can tell you how important it is. So we have your informed search, we have uninformed search, and we have adversarial search. We have three types of searchings. Within informed, we have A star algorithm, ID A star algorithm, your GBFS algorithm. Okay, lots of things. Within uninformed, we have BFS, DFS, UCS. Okay, limited depth search, lots of things. Okay, then we have logic, propositional, predicate. Okay, then we have this two as a logic. Then we have reasoning under uncertainty topics, conditional independence, representation, exact inference through variable elimination, and approximate inference through sampling. Okay, so these might look very scary names, but these are very interesting topics, easy topics, I would say. Okay, very important again. Okay, so this was the basis of your syllabus. Okay, like whatever I shared with you was the base of the GATE DA syllabus. Again, I have not talked about aptitude, okay, because you know that aptitude is universal. Okay, it's common for all the GATE papers. Now I'm going to focus on the preparation part. Are you guys really ready and excited for it? Because once now we have understood the syllabus, we need to actually understand, okay sir, how do we actually get into the preparation mode? Ready for it? Okay, ready, or shall I skip it? Come on, shall I skip this part, or are you ready for it? Come on guys. I hope you are ready. Okay, chalo. So preparation phase for GATE 2027. Okay, so from here you have around 1 year 5 months. Okay, 5 months for GATE 2026, and after that you have 1 year. So net you have 1 year 5 months, which is way much more sufficient. Any guesses how much time I prepared? Any random guess? Okay, so you are having 12 plus 5, which is 17 months. You have 17 months, and my friends, I myself only prepared for around 6 to 7 months for GATE CS. At my time there was no GATE DA. Okay, so I cracked GATE in around 6 to 7 months. Obviously I used to study bit here and there before that as well, but serious preparation I studied for around 6 to 7 months. Okay, so you can also you can actually get a single digit rank in this much time. Okay, you just need proper guidance. So you can check out our courses, because we actually cover each and every point. Okay, whatever syllabus I discussed with you, we cover each and every point in it, along with lots of DPPs, weekly tests, and lots of guidance, obviously. Okay, so the plan is from now till December, you have to focus on the learning and the notes making. If you have joined some coaching institute, you don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, okay, but if you haven't, please start working and please start joining some coaching, because it will really help you have a very good guidance. You can check out our courses, which are specially designed for GATE 2027. Okay, finish the entire syllabus at least once. Okay, okay, which is like not the entire syllabus, the few subjects. Okay, focus on concepts, standard textbooks, and previous year questions. Okay, but if you are attending the lectures, you don't have to rely on too much textbooks, and maintain short notes and formula book. So this is for later stage. Okay, let's go on to the phase 2, which is January 2026 to September 2026. Okay, second round of study with intensive previous year question solving. Now in your case, there are not a lot of previous year questions, honestly, because comparatively your branch is new, right? So I would say that for the common subjects, which is like maths, aptitude, data structures, algorithms, programming, even programming is new, but concepts, for these five, okay, and a bit of DBMS, okay, for these you can actually focus on GATE CS. You can take the previous year questions from CS and solve them. Obviously one or two topics here and there would be there, but you will get a good reference, way better than nothing. Okay, so you can rely on those previous year questions along with the previous questions of your DA. Okay, start chapter wise and subject wise tests after finishing each subject. Chapter wise and subject wise tests. Begin linking concepts across subjects, because in exam there are lots of questions which are mixture of multiple concepts. Okay, so that's why we create MST, multi-subject test. Has anyone of you checked our test series? Today I was actually working on creating your test series for GATE 2026. So all the faculties here create their own set of questions and they record themselves a solution for it to maintain the quality. Okay, so we actually provide multi-subject test as well. Okay, where you can actually test your knowledge about multiple subjects. Okay, then you can enter the phase 3, which is October to February, which is the last phase, which would be completely around revision and mock tests. Okay, yes sir, just purchased it. Wow, awesome, congratulations. Okay, so this is the last phase, and I would say one of the most important phase. Okay, because if you don't revise or if you don't appear for the mock test, then whatever you have studied, you might not remember that during the actual exam. Okay, so please ensure you revise. So this is the game changing, as I said, phase where revision and mock test will dominate. Okay, now when to start, please have a look here. Okay, please have a look. If you want, you can take a screenshot. Please have a look. We have brought almost everything for you. Okay, so when to start the revision? The first revision should be right after completing a subject. Okay, so don't wait for the entire cycle to be completed. Sir, when I cover all the 8 to 10 subjects, then I will revise. No, even if you cover one subject, while studying the other subject, revise previous subject. Okay, so it should go in continuous manner. Okay, otherwise you will forget the concepts. So if you finish networks in 1 month, spend 4 or 5 days revising before moving on. Okay, instead of networks, I would say ML. Okay, it helps in your long term retention because you need to retain it till GATE 2027. Okay, full syllabus revision. Begin serious full length revisions from October 2026, which was your third phase, right? 5 months before the exam. You have to plan at least 3 rounds of revision. Okay, first round from October to November, second is December, and third is your January. And I would say this is very important because this will decide what you actually recall during your GATE exam. Okay, here we have also bifurcated it. You can go through it, like what you actually need to focus. Okay, for each of your revision, for each of the revisions, we have already told you what to focus on. So here you have to focus on filling the gaps. Here you need to focus on formulas and previous year questions. So any guess how many times I solved the entire previous year questions during my preparation? Any random guess? Let's see. 3 times. Okay, I solved the entire previous year book, which was very broad. Okay, I solved each and every question 3 times, and not like 1 2 3 back to back. No, I first covered the entire previous year question book, then after few months again the entire book, then after few months again the entire book. And if you want to get under 100 rank, I would say this is like the game changer. Okay, as I said, DA you don't have many previous year questions, so you can rely on CS for common, and you can rely on test series, you can rely on DPP's weekly test that we provide. Okay, chalo, let's proceed. Okay, so this was the revision part. Okay, now you can read the details about the mock tests. Again guys, please read it, or if you want you can take a screenshot. Again, I will be sharing this with you on the Telegram channel. So Aditya Jain sir PW, you can just search this. You can just search this in your Telegram. Okay, and you can join my channel. I'm going to share this entire PDF there, whatever I have written here. Okay, so you have to start with subject wise tests as soon as you are done with the particular subject. Okay, then the accuracy and speed should be the focus. Then you can start the full length mock test only once you have covered the entire full length revision. Okay, otherwise you will unnecessarily get demotivated, so please don't do it before that. Okay, and this is the frequency with which you can target. As you can see, in last month you have to almost appear 1 test a day, almost. Okay, because that will prepare you for time management as well. Okay, now how to use your job and college time efficiently. So this is the last segment of the session. Okay, so I know that you are preparing with your college, job, other commitments. Okay, so very important is to plan your leave properly. Now what I did, I will not personally suggest you because it's very risky, but still it can give you ideas. Okay, so I planned my leaves very properly. In my college it was minimum 75% attendance mandatory. Okay, so I did some calculation and I understood that if I skip these many classes before the gate, okay, then if I attend all the classes after that, I will still be able to make 75% attendance. Again, I'm not recommending it to you. This is a personal risk that I took. Okay, because I wanted to have under 100 rank no matter what. Okay, so I actually skipped a lot of college just as per my calculation. Please don't do it, it's very risky. But what you can do is you can plan very well. Okay, so at least 10 days before you can take the leave from the college or job, and you can focus on the final gate preparation. Okay, second important point is engage yourself in revising short notes during traveling hours. So for me there was no traveling hours. My college used to be like 2 kilometers away from my home. Okay, but those who are traveling a lot, you can make short notes. Okay, you can revise formulas during the travel to make the best out of your traveling time. Okay, you can complete the theoretical, okay, or less numerical intensive topic in the work days itself. Okay, so even the opposite is true. Like I personally used to solve previous year questions, aptitude question, maths questions during my college hours. Okay, so I used to sit at the last bench. Okay, and I used to just solve previous year question gate exam previous year questions, because I knew that I have to spend a lot of time because my preparation was only 6 to 7 months. Okay, so I used to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, guys. Those who know me are very much aware about my schedule. I used to start studying at 4 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so you have to take efforts if you want under 100 rank. Okay, okay, complete job work in office duration. Okay, obviously, so that you can, when you go home, you can actually focus on your actual gate preparation. Okay, so please make sure that you do most of the job work in the office duration itself. Okay, and this will actually save you a lot of time later. Okay, because anyways at job you will not be able to give your 100% to GATE preparation. So focus on the job work, complete it. Okay, bring some efficiency. Okay, then solve practice year or previous year questions during weekend. Okay, weekends are very important, guys. Okay, please don't do Netflix and chill. You can do Netflix and chill after you are at IIT Bombay. Okay, when you are at IIT Bombay, but don't do Netflix and chill now, otherwise you will not have chill for the later. Okay, you will not be able to chill later. Okay, so I sacrificed almost all of my weekends, okay, so that I can actually have a great future, and so I would recommend you the same. Okay, it's a matter of just 1.5 months, 1.5 years. Okay, just give your 100% to GATE. Okay, so utilize weekend. Okay, you can have long study hours. You can study for longer hours during weekend. Okay, because there is no college or job. Okay, how much is left? I guess only 2 slides. Let's cover that. So on long weekends, cover lengthy topics. As I said, cover lengthy topics and give sample amount of test series. Okay, give some sample test series because you have good enough of time to study as well as to practice. And finally, during preparation, the mind should be fully dedicated to the preparation. Whether you sometimes face difficulty or fewer marks, what matters is the overall result. This I keep telling the students. Okay, don't focus too much on 1 day or 2 day. Okay, you have to win the months. Think about the months, think about the weeks. If 1 or 2 days you are not at your peak, that's fine. Overall, you need to make the best out of it. Overall, you need to ensure that you score a under 100 rank in GATE. Okay, so yeah guys, that's pretty much about it. With this, I wish you all a very all the best. Okay, I really tried my best to share as many insights with you as possible. Okay, that's pretty much I can do. Okay, this was a very lengthy discussion, but I made sure that I don't miss even a single point, because I know that how important all of this is for you guys. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to share your comments in the comment section. You have to tell what you have learned from it and what other steps you are going to take. Okay, that's the most important part. Okay, sir, I am currently in job, can you suggest some tips? Yes, I have shared the exact framework. Okay, since last 30-40 minutes I have been sharing the framework with you. Please apply that. Okay, chalo. So thank you so much guys, I hope it was useful. My name is Aditya Jain and you can join the Telegram channel. Okay, again I am writing here for this PDF. You can join Aditya Jain sir PW. Okay, cool. So you can join this on Telegram. Okay, thank you so much. Goodbye, take care. I wish you a great success in your GATE. All the best.